Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Southern Nation video. Now today is going to be a little different. I'm actually going to show you guys, I'm sitting in the truck. I've got my fishing pole in the truck. It's a little cold to be doing it outside. Well, I can stand it, but I got sweatpants on and I don't feel like going outside and doing this. So, we're going to be showing you guys what I use for the creek fishing. Now I've got a I got a 66 on here, 6600. It's pretty good, but it's what I use. It's a let's see what size this is. It's a medium heavy. It's 7 foot. It's a medium heavy. It's 7 foot. This is just a little pole that I use when I'm creek fishing for catfish. It works pretty good. Right now, I've got a circle hook on it, an eagle claw to be exact, with a 2-ounce sinker on it. So let's see here. Put this down here. Push this around to about there. So I'm gonna be putting an intro and an outro to this. Now it probably won't be the best, but you gotta think. I'm trying. So we're gonna do, for one, before we get started here, I'll put us a dip in, okay? So I'm dipping on some Stokers again. And I'm not gonna put a big one in. I'm not feeling very well today. You guys can probably hear it in my voice. Hunter's not here. He went to pay and pull. If anybody knows what that is, if you don't, what it is, you go, you pay yourself in. It's $2 to pay your way in. Anyway, it's $2 to pay your way in. You pick, if they got the car, you go and you look through cars. It's basically like a car show. They got all the cars lined up. And anything that you need, you pay $2 to get in, and then you go back there and you pull anything you want off the car that you need for your car. So that's where he's at. Harley, I don't know where he's at. So don't ask me. But yeah, like I said, there's gonna be an intro on this. There's also gonna be an outro. Now the outro is probably not gonna be as good as the intro, and the intro is probably not gonna be that good. But just tell me what you guys think if I should start doing it some more. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut this. Ow. I just hooked myself. So the knife that we're using today is a Tac Force model. It's camouflage. Don't ever lose these in the woods, because if you do, you're screwed, because you won't be able to find them. So what I'll be doing today is be taking this off. Put my line up there. So as you see, this hook I've used often because some of the paint is coming off of it, but they're still good. It's real sharp. Now I've caught catfish on that hook. I think I've caught about 3 on that hook from the creek as it is. Well over 12 inches. Cut this again here. Yeah, guys. So you guys can see the reason I had to cut it was because it's bent a little bit there, and you don't want that when you're putting on a new hook. Partially because the way I'm going to be doing it is a little more different. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our sinker on. Now how I do it, some people put them on like this, and put them on. That way it's hung down like that. Like, some people do it to where they're hung down like this. I don't do that. I do it where the fat end is hung down off the line like that. Don't ask me why, it's just something I've always done. So slide this on here. Now what you're wanting to do, what you're going to want to do, is take this, fold the line, and give yourself some room. Now pinch it enough to where you take the hook, and you can shove it through the back of the eye. See what I'm doing? You take it, you shove it through the back. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pull some of that through and put it over the hook. That way when you pull it, it's tight. So then what you're going to want to do is wrap it, and how I do is I take 2 fingers, I take the hook, I put it through my 2 fingers, or one, whichever one. Just make the the circle with 2 fingers, and then take 1 finger out. Then put the hook through the circle. Now pull it tight. There's one. Now you're going to want to double this, because sometimes this does slip if you don't double it. So try to get the knot where the other knot is. Just pull it real tight. Pull it tight that way. Now I don't have pliers with me, so you're just going to hold this, take the string, the little piece that's cut, as you guys can see here. Pull that real tight too. So then what you're going to want to do is cut the excess off. Cut the excess off, that way it don't look bad. Now what you'll have is doubled here at the end, where past this knot down to the hook is doubled. If you want to ever change this hook, that way you don't have to cut your line, you just push it over and push it back through the eye. That way you just have your loop here, like you would a leader or something. That way if you have you want to change it, you don't have to cut the line. Then when you go to put it back on, always make sure you shove it through the back of the eye, pull it back over the hook, and pull. That way it stays like that. And it's good because once you put your bait on it, if it's kind of loose, once you put your bait on it, it'll be tough. So then you'll have it where it sits like this. That way you put your bait on here, it's thrown out there, it's far enough from the hook, that way it won't, the fish, if they grab it, they're not grabbing onto the sinker tube. Plus this will slide. I have it to where it slide anywhere it wants, instead of making it to where it's got a stop on it. That way it only goes a certain distance. I'm not doing that. But that's how I got my creek set up. So if you guys have something better or want to see something different, I've got some other ways I could do it, so just comment down below. But anyway, that's how I do my creek setup. So I figured that would be good to do. Now, I think that's a good idea. So if you all want to ever do that, it's a very good setup. Actually, I'm not the one that thought of that. How it actually turned out is I went fishing in the Ohio River. This old man showed me how to do that, and it's a really, really strong hook set. That way you don't have a chance of losing your hook all the time. You don't have a chance of losing your sinker all the time. So that's pretty good. So if y'all have any questions, comment down below. Smash that like button. I'm also from Southern Nation, and we're out. Maybe. Well, before I go, one thing I need to say is be positive, okay? Everyone needs to be positive in their life. You can't put yourself down because you don't think you're going to be able to do something or anything like that. So just stay positive and do what you can do.